Whoa, been a few days. I'm stuffed. I just had chicken and macaroni and cheese and baked beans, and I got some sort of headache today, and it's kind of throbbing, so I'm thinking I increased my hormones recently, and maybe I should back off just to play it safe. Maybe there's some sort of blood clot thing going on. I'm taking 6 milligrams of oral. And it's actually 4 milligrams of oral estrogen and 1.25 milligrams of yeah, I'm really tired. I've been up since about 7:30 this morning, so I guess I have an excuse to be tired. It's been a long day, and I ate a lot of food, so I'm fixing to go to bed. But what's the obvious questions that are still out there? And I haven't checked the comments in the last week, but up to about a week ago, I still didn't have a commitment or a statement on the record by anyone on the convincingness, I guess is the word, of the evidence I put forward. One person said that it looked something looked wrong, quote unquote wrong, definitely wrong, but wouldn't go or hadn't went as far as saying it looked embalmed. So, and haven't even had anyone to ask me questions about what embalmed means, and ask me questions about heat, the ice experiment. So until I can get the public to agree that my groin is embalmed, it's going to be high on the list. I'm going to be asking my viewers what they think of the evidence. I'm convinced I've proven my groin is embalmed, and I believe I have a right to ask other questions that are based on that belief. You know, like why did Dr. Suporn embalm my groin, and what does this mean for the transgender community if nothing is done about it? I've already asked the question or proposed that I possibly, for lack of a better word, my case is not representative of Dr. Suporn's work and Dr. Suporn's usual level of care, because I was an outcast from the transgender community, and I've already said, I've already spoke on this topic, so I don't want to reiterate. Make sure we're recording. Yes, we're recording, but I think there's enough evidence to point to the possibility that Dr. Suporn decided he could hurt me, and not risk losing other patients over it. So I don't know exactly why, but I think that has to play into it. I mean, when I talk to people that ask me why he would do something, because obviously, the next question is, wouldn't it affect his business to do this to patients? Not if the patients are coming to him through the transgender community, and not if the transgender community knows that this is a retaliation. This is not an accident. I had one doctor in the U.S. Who's transgendered tell me that this was not an accident, that you don't get exposed to formaldehyde by accident. So, but she wouldn't see me, this doctor, and didn't want to talk to me after that. But that's what she said. She said this is not an accident. Now, if I go into a hospital, I'm not trying to go. I'm not trying to take anyone. I'm not in a courtroom. I'm not there trying to say someone intentionally hurt me. But I am trying to say I would like tests, and I'd like tests ran to confirm or rule out my suspicions. And I don't think I have to formally accuse anyone of anything to get those tests. So I go in and I say it could be could have been an accident. That's what I told Dr. Suporn when I saw him at 6 months post-op. I said, Dr. Suporn, can you run some tests? I flew to Thailand. I saw him and I said, Dr. Suporn, can you run some tests to rule out formalin or formaldehyde exposure? And that's when he and thought I was accusing him of something, and I said, no, this is could have been an accident. And I mentioned a couple of cases. One of them was the Butterman case, or Putterman, in Chicago, with the blepharoplasty that a lady nurse handed the doctor the wrong syringe that had some formaldehyde in it. Maybe the wrong bottle to fill the syringe, and instead of injecting Botox, formaldehyde was injected into this lady's eyelids. And the case is stated as an accident. Now, whether that lady sued for intentional harm or whatever, I don't know, but it was stated as an accident. So I can certainly state it as an accident, but I don't know for sure. I'm simply trying to get treatment for what happened to me. So anyways, I forgot where we were going with this. I was talking about evidence, and I forgot what I was saying. Talking about evidence, and that I believe I have a right to ask questions based on what I believe. And and what I believe, I think I've provided evidence for. Like I said, I haven't read any comments in the last week, so I don't know what people are saying. I try not to read them every day. For some reason, it's just, some of these comments are pretty cruel, and I don't want it to get me down, so I'm not going to read the comments that are, especially if I know who's posting them. And I do get an email that this person is posting, and some of the viewers, at least most of the active ones, are saying negative things. So I'm not going to read the post right away if it's from somebody that's been saying negative things. So I'm not going to mention any names. You know who you are. What else? So the question was, can we afford, as a transgender community, can we afford to let this doctor get away with this? And I was just discussing my thoughts on whether my case is representative of Dr. Suporn's work, and whether the transgender community is aware of why I was hurt, and the possibility that the transgender community may think that this can't happen again because it was intentional, and they know exactly what I did, or they think they know exactly what I did to deserve this. I've certainly indicated or said things to point to a general idea of what I've said. I haven't disclosed everything because I think some of that is stuff that was taken out of context that I do plan to eventually share, but I don't think it's going to add anything. I think when I start getting to trying to go towards motive and ask the question, why would Dr. Suporn do this, then we start losing focus on the idea that it's not right, period. It's not right to inject formaldehyde into somebody. I don't care if you're a doctor, a police chief, anybody that does that, it ought to be a crime. And maybe it is a crime. I don't think Dr. Suporn should be able to keep his license, and I don't believe he will keep his license if I ever get to Thailand, if I ever am able to show somebody in a court there what he's done to me. So what else? I had a couple of people that wanted to that registered or subscribed to my YouTube channel, and I'm gaining friends on my Facebook page, and I've met someone really special who wants to help, is strong-willed, and wants to help in any way she can. What are the other obvious questions? What are the obvious questions? If Dr. Suporn embalmed my groin, do I deserve to get medical treatment immediately from an emergency room? Okay, that's a question. I believe that I deserve to get that treatment. Oh, another question is, do I just know when Dr. Suporn does this to me? Or am I supposed to go through life trying to figure it out on my own, at the risk of dying from this? Oh, another question I thought of last night was, if I'm accusing Dr. Suporn of doing this to me, and the evidence is strong that I put forward, and let's say that I go ahead and put some more videos up. Let's say I do one every month, more videos up, just to set aside any doubts about whether I'm fabricating videos. I mean, videos are like 30 frames per second times, 180, whatever, how many seconds are in a video, and that's a lot of frames, it's a lot of pictures to manipulate. So perhaps the answer to that is to do an update video every month. But if the evidence is strong, then and Dr. Suporn is watching my channel, or he has someone watching my channel, I would have a hard time believing Dr. Suporn's not watching. When I look at analytics, I can see that there's some activity from Thailand, I know which videos have been watched by people in Thailand. I've already discussed the relationship between Thailand and the UK on the people that work at the clinic, work for the clinic, and the videos that are being seen by both countries. People from those countries, they're very similar. There's a lot of videos, and not everyone is able to view all the videos because it takes a long time, and the videos are kind of lengthy, some of them. But if Dr. Suporn is watching, and if Dr. Suporn's goal was to sabotage the surgery, okay, well, what good would it serve Dr. Suporn to sit around and not acknowledge what he's done to me? Okay. Oh, I know the point I was going to make. The point I was going to make is if Dr. Suporn did not do this to me and he was innocent, in other words, he had no idea how this happened, but he has been watching the channel and he has looked at the evidence I put forward. If he was innocent, then it wouldn't explain why he would be still quiet in Thailand, why he would not be trying to contact me and going public with my case and trying to ask me to come back to Thailand so he could fix it, right? So I think that kind of solves the question on whether Dr. Suporn's innocent. He's not innocent, so, and I think Dr. Suporn is not shying away from what he did to me. It's just the fact that he's in Thailand. I have no way of communicating with him directly, so we don't know if he's trying to hide from what he did to me, or if he's proud of it and yelling at the top of his lungs to his clinic staff and his family over there, his post-op following or whatever. He could be completely okay with what he did to me. So I think we need to become comfortable with the idea that Dr. Suporn did do this to me, and what are we going to do about it? This is not Dr. Suporn didn't know what was going on, because if he didn't know what was going on, he wouldn't have recused himself from my care. He wouldn't still be over there not saying anything. So I guess that's another advantage to going public with one's story, is it creates other opportunities to have the truth come out. So we're about 6 months now where I've gone public, and I've shared some really intimate photographs and videos, and I wish I could do more frequent videos, but been busy trying to find a job, and trying to see a doctor here in Los Angeles, and trying to meet with transgender people here and trying to tell them my story. So I'm going to let you guys go with that. I thought that was a neat, I'm sitting in my bed every night and I've got 1,000 questions to ask, and I'm just too tired to get up and write them down on the whiteboard that I have in the bathroom, but the sun's gone down. But I thought that was a neat observation, that if just to show you that Suporn had to have been involved, because if he was innocent, this happened under his tutelage, under his care while I was in Thailand. regardless of whether he knew he had direct involvement, he should have resolved the issue. But if he did not have direct involvement, and this is all a big surprise to him, he should be coming clean. He should be going public, trying to get me to come back there, and so that he can fix the situation. He hasn't tried to do that, and I think that is a important observation. He hasn't tried to do that. There's been no communication from Sophie, who is the admin for the clinic. Another thing I kind of figured out is I may have to go to the emergency. I've got enough evidence that I may not need a witness. I may not need a lawyer. I believe I do have a right to file a case in court on my own. And I believe I can do that if I study case law. I believe I know enough about embalming fluid and enough medical knowledge to describe tissue response to tissue preservative, what the medical establishment has and has not done for me. And I believe I can present a case against any doctor that I feel has failed to diagnose me for fear of implicating previous doctors. So I'm going to let you go, and thanks for watching. Yeah, it's a hard thing to go through, and I'm still fighting, and still hoping that some doctor will come forward and be the hero and decide that what I'm going through is enough pain and suffering, and to stop this Dr. Seaporn from hurting someone else in the future. So take care, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Oh, I got a job offer. Got a job offer today, so I don't have to think about living on the streets, which would really jeopardize my story. So I got a job offer today, and I'm thinking about taking it. I'm not going to say where it's at, but that happened today. So take care, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.